Hello everyone, welcome to Ajiro Tech, and in this video we're going to be looking at how to create tables in a Word document. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is open your Microsoft Word, right? Literally open your Microsoft Word. So I have my Word right here. You can search for it if you want, and I can just do that. So right here I have Word. So I'm going to click on open. I have it open here already, so this is just one way to do it. Click on um, blank document. So this is opened. So if you're wondering how I did that, so okay, so now I have this, right, and it's 100. So to do this is what you do is you go to right here, we call this the menu tab. You go to insert, and then you come to tables. Now in the tables you have insert tables, so you can do the this method where it can just auto generate for you. um, you have the first one as rows, you have it as rows, then you have the other one by column. Okay, so you have your, this is just one row, one column, one row, one column, one row, one column, two rows. So this is one by two, right? And if you want to one by two, simply means, it simply means here, right, that this is one row, one column, but two rows. That's one by two. So the first one is the column, right here is the column, right, and the other two is for the rows. Okay, so I can have this to be um, as much as possible, right? So it can be 7 columns, 3 rows. Okay, but if you want to come here, you can come here to insert tables. Okay, so here you can choose the number of columns, numbers of rows, and we have the fixed column width. It simply means that every cell is going to be attributed the equal amount of width. And we have auto fit to windows is going to auto fit to the whole window. You have auto fit. So we're going to try all of them. So we have 5 to 2, this right here. Okay, so this is 5 column to row, and give me a minute. So let me do the other one. Come into insert tables, insert tables. We have auto fit to content, and this is what it's going to create. So it simply means that if I'm typing anything, it's going to auto fit to that content, right? If I'm just typing, it's going to auto fit to it as much as possible. And yes, right. Then we'll look at the next one. The next one is I'll click on insert tables and insert tables, and I'll go to auto fit to Windows, and then we have this. So you can see that auto fit with and to Windows pretty much is the same thing, but watch what is happening here and watch what is also happening here. So it's almost doing the same thing. So either, but usually the best bet is when you're inserting tables, you come to tables right here and you go to fix column width, which is usually auto. Okay, so this is very, very important. The next one is, since we're talking about tables, right, draw tables. How do we draw the table? So to literally draw the table, you click on draw table, click on insert, click on draw table, and right here, okay, let me click on it, draw table, and right here you can just draw it like this, right? Draw the table like this, and then you can now create the columns, create the columns, create the columns, create the columns. You can now create the rows. So this is very, very important if you have a customized kind of table that you want to create, and that is not the conventional or the traditional way you create your table. So this makes the whole process to be very, very easy. So if I have a traditional, a custom way of creating a table that I've seen, especially for the accountants, for the business departments, that you want to create your own kind of table just to fit what you want to do, you can just come here and just draw them as much as possible. You can draw this, see, and it doesn't, you can draw whatever you want. And the good thing about it is you can actually type on them, right? You can actually click on them and you type as much as possible. Okay, so this is actually good if you have something in mind, if you really have something in mind to do. This is way big. Okay, if you have something in mind to do. Okay, the next one I want to talk about is, since we're talking about tables now, insert, and then we have tables, then we have quick tables. Now, quick tables will show you templates that are there already that you probably want to bring in to your work. Okay, so I can just click on this and this will bring this here. Probably undo this and then click on it. Where the cursor is blinking, that's where it's going to insert, and tables, quick tables, and I can just insert any template here. Cool, right? Okay, so we have this. Okay, now we have the table properties, right? We have table designs where you can um, uncheck headers, include the header rows, include total rows if you want to. We have bounded rows. You can just whichever one, first column, last column, whichever one want to do branded columns. Okay, so these are certain properties. We have shading, we have border styles, right? You can decide to choose the kind of style you want. Okay, so this is very important, right? And you have your borders, all borders, and then we have layout. These two are called the table properties. Here we have what we call the properties of table, right? And you can choose how the table is going to be. This is for the table itself, the alignment. You want the table to be set left, center, and right. You want the table to be text wrapped, right? You have it here, and then none, and then you have it for your rows, right? You want to specify the kind of centimeter in terms of measurement, and take note the measurement unit is centimeter. You can change it, right? Literally you can change it, but centimeter is way cooler. And then you have columns. Okay, so then cells. So I feel this would help you in knowing how to create your